Welcome back to Bellevue. 24-8 to Australia, the score in this second tour match. Let's go back to commentators Mike Stevenson and Eddie Hemmings.
And the match is back in progress. Nick Dutoy, the man in possession for Wakefield Trinity. Interesting to note at the start of this second half that Wakefield have made a change. Chris Perry, their fullback, has been taken off. He'll play no further part, and so he is replaced by Richard Slater, who will be wearing number 14. And Slater has slotted in at fullback. I wonder whether that try that Perry conceded with the high bouncing ball has got anything at all to do with that as far as David Topless is concerned. Meanwhile, a penalty here to Wakefield right at the start of this second half. The mouthpiece there, you see it floating out of the young winger David Jones's mouth. Cliff Lyons, the man who was penalised, and a great kick from Mark Conway, pegging Australia back to their own 22.
Well, that's a type of kick that Conway has to produce in the second half, and we saw there that Lyons very lucky not to spend at least 5 minutes in the sin bin for a very high tackle.
Lazenby then for Wakefield. They really must get a point or two on the board here, I think, at the start of this second half to give us a bit of a contest. Wilson, good run from him. Great run from Wilson. Now he's only got the one man, Alexander, to beat. He's going wide. He's got him licked for speed. No, he hasn't. Great run from Andy Wilson. And here come Wakefield Trinity again. Another substitute. That's Richard Slater, just come on. His first touch. Bell is the acting halfback. Conway. That's a good run from him. Well played, but not the night for clever tactics and unloading the ball too freely in the tackle. Here's Wilson, who really has set the crowd alight at the start of this second half with that great run. Mason going nowhere, and what's more, he's dropped the ball. Lazarus has dropped on it gratefully for the Australians.
Full credit to Wakefield. They realise they've got nothing to lose. Let's keep the ball alive. On a wet night, the crowd wants some excitement, and they're certainly going to give it to them.
Two interesting statistics from that first half. Alexander's kicked 4 out of 5 goals in poor conditions. Contrast that with Sunday, when the Australians couldn't put the ball over. Only 2 going over from 8. And the top tacklers in the first half, Gary Price for Wakefield with 17, and Brad Mackay of Australia with 18. The Australians coming forward again. Alexander. Oh, he's put his foot down on the pedal there. Oh, and the ball flipped up neatly for Andy Kelly. He read that one well. And the crowd breathe a sigh of relief as Wakefield get the ball back.
Saw the speed there of Alexander. He really is fit for this tour. And Australia trying, as Wakefield are, trying to keep the ball alive.
Now here's a good break from Nick Dutoy. Mason, he's got Wilson out in support on this near touchline. If she can get round Shearer, there could be trouble here. The ball's still in play. Dutoy, he's got Conway. Oh, and the ball eventually running out of play. And it's going to be Wakefield's head and ball, according to the touch judge. The Australians don't like it. Conway just forced into touch. Great run, though, from Dutoy here.
Certainly was, and good play also by Alexander. Well, Conway, a little bit of professionalism there, threw the ball against Alexander, and the touch judge said, yes, you're put in on the ball.
Lazenby then from the scrum. His opposite number, Cliffy Lyons, bringing him down. This is Nigel Bell. Now Shelford. Good ball out to the far side. David Jones. I do think that Wakefield have got a bit of pace out wide. If they can just work the ball out to their 2 wingers, Jones and Mason, or Wilson, who's now playing out on this left-hand side. Here's Mason playing in the centres. He's got Wilson in support. He doesn't need him, I don't think. Oh, great run! Wonderful try from Andy Mason. What a great try. The try of the night. And they are delighted. And so is the Wakefield Trinity bench.
And so they should be. That was super. The step inside, and full credit to the Wakefield side.